Respected subscribers of our astrology channel, welcome. And today we are going to speak something interestingly about the India-England match final day. Tomorrow is the final day. Today is the fourth day that has concluded. Match is poised for an interesting finish, and mostly England can win, and there is a good chance of a draw also. But India winning, it is very freak phenomenon. It may never happen. But based on the Lagnam movement of India's chart, mind you, India's chart is drafted taking the date as the Independence Day date 15th August 1947 and the midnight time. India's Lagnam is Taurus, and keeping that transits planets including Lagnam analysis, our channel astrologer R. Viswanath, who is a brilliant astrologer, he takes up unusual projects, research and all, and comes out with extraordinary research results. And he is very skillful, very young, and we are very proud to have such an astrologer in our studios, and he is our regular contributor. Now I will ask Viswanath to come forward and tell about his views about the tomorrow's final day's play. And for the benefit of the readers, I just remind you that India are 39 for 1 right now, and we need something around 420 to win, out of which already 39 or 40 we have scored. So 380 on the final day with 9 wickets in hand. Now Viswanath, please come forward and share your views with our subscribers.
A very warm welcome to all of our YouTube subscribers. Thank you for watching this video and supporting our channel. Okay, now I will come straight to the topic. I am R. Viswanath, and I am an astrologer. So I am very much fascinated basically about so many research topics. I would love to take up so many research topics and come out with some predictions which can be useful for people. In this case, I was very fascinated about this India-England test match which is currently going on. I made some analysis based on Lagna, the transit of Lagna. We all know various planets, all the 9 planets including right from Sun till Saturn transits to various houses at various points of time. Everybody talks about that to a great extent. But Lagna is one thing which not many people venture into, which they don't consider much for predictions or results. So now I have just come up with some research topics based on Lagna, the movement of Lagna, the transit of Lagna to each house. So now we will go into the topic now. As the introductor gave you the introduction that India's chart is 15th August 1947 and midnight 12 taken as the time of independence. So based on that, the research results will go as follows. I will just give you an overall view of what is going to happen tomorrow based on my research. So let us start now. So in Chennai's time, I have taken the transitors based on Chennai because the match is happening in Chennai. So tomorrow, that is 9th February 2021, the match starts according to Chennai time at 9:30 a.m. So let us start. Seeing before 9:30 is of no use because anyway the match is not going to start. So 9:30, we will start from 9:30 and see how it will go. Here in this video, I make it clear that I am not going to talk about any cricketing logic or about any particular player. I am just going to visualize what may happen based on the movement of Lagna and the Lagna Nakshatra. Okay, so here it is as follows. From 9:30 onwards, if you see from 9:30 till 10:12 approximately, that is for the next for the first 42 minutes of the day or the 5th day, first session, the Lagna or ascendant happens to be Pisces. It is interesting to note here that Pisces is the 11th house for India. 11th house denotes fulfillment of desires and success in a native's life. In this case, the native being India, it indicates a grand period for India. So, which means from 9:30 when the match starts, when the first ball is bowled, till 10:12, it may be it may be 10, 11, 39 seconds, something like that, but I am just taking it for easy purpose, 10:12. So from 9:30 in the morning till 10:12 morning, that for the first 42 minutes, India will have a very good period according to the Lagna transit of the Lagna. Okay, next if we so Pisces Lagna will give benefits for India. Okay, now next we will go to the subsequent period, that is from 10-12. So from 10-12, as you all know, Lagna always moves forward. So from 10-12 morning till 12 noon approximately, it may be 11:59 as I told. So till 12 noon approximately, it is Aries Lagna. See, it is interesting to note, Aries happens to be the 12th house for India, and here in this case in transit, the 12th Lord Mars sits in the 12th house itself, giving very enormous strength to the 12th house. Here 12th house getting strengthened is not a good sign, because 12th house is for losses, expenditure and other bad things, because it is a Dusthana in astrology in the lower level. So from 10-12 till 12 o'clock, in this case we don't need to take till 12, because as cricketing rules 2 hours is the session. So 9:30 to 11:30 will be the first session. So in this case from 10-12 in the morning till 11:30 in the morning, so that 1 hour and 18 minutes or so, that is very very critical period for India. What I told was, first 42 minutes India will have a brisk start. The overnight batsman Pujara and Gill will continue to bat till 10-12 in the morning, but from 10-12 to noon, that is 12 o'clock, India has a very bright chance of losing a heap of wickets, or if not heap of wickets, a couple of wickets or 3 wickets, it may be anything, but a wicket is very 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 certain to fall during that particular period. India is in for a critical period during this 10-12 to 12 based on the Lagna. Okay, so next we will move on to 12 to the subsequent period. Here, so again as I told, we don't need to take it from 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock is a lunch time. So the match starts, second session begins from 12:10. So let us start from 12:10. From 12:10 to 12:38 p.m. in the after the next first 28 minutes of the second session, as I told, the Lagnam will move, because from 12 o'clock to 2:02 in the afternoon, 14:02 hours, it is Taurus Lagna, which is a fantastic period for India in the overall period I am telling, from 12 o'clock to 2:02, because Taurus happens to be the Lagna, and the Lagna is bound to protect the native in all cases. So in this case it is generally a very good period. You have to note this point. From 12 to 2:02 in the afternoon, this is generally a very good period, but we will break it down into pieces so that we will get a more clear picture in this topic. Okay, now from 12 o'clock to 12:38 afternoon, the Lagna Nakshatra, see, so every planet will move in a particular nakshatra at a particular time. Similarly, Lagna Nakshatra also plays an important role in predictions, in minute predictions like cricket matches. So in that case, 12 o'clock to 12:38 happens to be Kritika Nakshatra. Kritika Nakshatra is ruled by Sun. Sun happens to be the 4th lord for India. 4th house is for comforts, luxuries and good conveyances, enjoyment, all these things. So that is a fantastic period. So from 12 to 12:38, as I told, 12 o'clock will be lunch. So from 12:10 when the session begins till 12:38, India will have a very good period. I am breaking it into minor parts so that you can get a clearer picture of what is going to happen. So the 28 minutes of the second session will be very good. So till 12:38. Okay, now let's move on to the next part. From 12:39 to 13:34, that is from 12:39 afternoon till 1:34 afternoon, for around 1 hour, it will be Rohini Nakshatra. Rohini, it is interesting to see, is ruled by Moon. Here Moon happens to be the 3rd lord. 3rd lord is basically a Dusthana, half Dusthana lord, because 3rd house is half Dusthana in astrology. So 3rd lord is supposed to give bad results, and here in the transit 3rd lord sits in the 8th house tomorrow. That is also not a positive sign. But here one advantage that India possesses is 3rd house also denotes sports. So that is one positive thing. So here the results could be mixed, because 3rd lord in the 8th house could give aggression also in sports. So India might well go for may score a lot of runs also during this period. So this could be a neutral period in my opinion. 12:39 to 13:34, 1:34 afternoon. So around 1 hour could be a neutral period. Then comes from 13:34 till 2:02, that is from 1:34 in the afternoon till 2:02 in the afternoon, it happens to be Mrigashirisha Nakshatra, which is ruled by Mars. Mars happens to be the 7th and 12th lord for India. That is again not a very good indication for India, because 12th house is again the house of losses. So 12th Lord's nakshatra may well denote losses. But here, since the Lagna, transit of Lagna is very beneficial for India, it may go unscathed. So India might well survive that particular period. That is from 1334, 1:34 in the afternoon till 2:02 in the afternoon. So India could well survive that session in all probability. Okay. So till 2:02 we have discussed. Now let's go on from after 2:02. So from 2:02 in the afternoon till 16:14, that is from 2:02 in the afternoon till 4:14 in the evening, that happens to be Gemini Lagna. So Gemini is a second house for India. Second house is basically a very good house. So the general thing is, general Lagna transit is very good for India. Now let us break it into subdivisions as we have done so far. From 2:02 in the afternoon till 2:30 in the afternoon, that happens to be Mrigashirisha Nakshatra. Mrigashirisha Nakshatra is again ruled by Mars. But here, a very good positive for India is, we don't need to see this timings at all, because from 2:02, of course, from 2:02 to 2:10, the last 8 minutes before tea, India might lose a wicket. There are bright chances of losing a wicket because Mrigashirisha is owned by Mars. So Mars is the 12th lord for India. But if India go without losing a wicket till tea, the last 8 minutes before tea, if India doesn't lose a wicket, then from 2:02 to 2:30, it is again Mrigashirisha, which will go without any notice, because it is a tea period. It is a tea time in the match. So that we don't need to talk about that period. Okay, now from 2:31, when post tea session resumes, the last and final session of the day, from 2:31 in the afternoon till 3:29, it is approximately 1 hour. That happens to be Aridra Nakshatra, that is ruled by Rahu. Here, Rahu is placed in the Lagna for India, and the Lagna lord of India happens to be Venus. Lagna lord Venus and Rahu are very thick friends. So this could also mean a very good period, because Rahu will behave like will see the relationship with the Lagna lord. That is one of the prime factors of judging how Rahu will behave for a horoscope. So in this case, because the Lagna lord happens to be a thick friend for Rahu, Rahu might well help the native. In this case, it is India. So this also we can take it as a very good period for India. So that is from 2:30 to 3:29 in the afternoon. So that is also a very good period. Okay. So next, 3:29. Till then it is Aridra Nakshatra. Now evening 4:14 to 4:28. We will take that period. So Aridra Nakshatra gets over by 3:29. From 3:29 till 4:14, it is Punarbhusam Nakshatra. So 15:29 to 16:14 in the evening, that happens to be Punarbhusam Nakshatra. Punarbhusam Nakshatra is ruled by Jupiter. Here, Jupiter happens to be the 11th lord and 8th lord. As a 11th lord, it is beneficial because it stands for gains. But as the 8th lord, it is harmful because he is the Ashtamadhipati for India. So, and he will behave more like the Ashtamadhipati, because 8th house is the Moola Trikona house for India. So Jupiter is more likely to behave as the Ashtamadhipati rather than the 11th lord. So from till, that is 2:30 to 15:29, that is 2:30 to 3:29, we said it is Aridra Nakshatra. After 15:29 to 4:14, that is Punarbhusam Nakshatra in Gemini Lagna. So this you have to be very clear. So that period, India should be very careful again. India could lose wickets during that period also. It is not a very good period for India. Okay, now next, coming back to next one. So we have talked about Gemini Lagna. Now from 4:14 in the evening, the Lagnam transits, Lagnam changes from Gemini to Cancer. In this case, Cancer is the third house. Third house stands for sports, but it is also half Dushtana for India, being the third house. So from 4:14 to 4:28 in the evening, again it is Punarbhusam Nakshatra in Cancer Lagna. So again Punarbhusam Nakshatra is bound to give problems for India, because he is the Nakshatra of the 8th lord, Jupiter. So India should be very, very careful not to lose a wicket in this 14 minutes. Interestingly, today when Rohit Sharma got dismissed, it was in this Punarpursam Nakshatra. It was in the cusp of Punarpursam Nakshatra and about to enter Pushya Nakshatra, which is ruled by Saturn, who is the Yoga Karagan. And then, okay, now coming back to this point, from 1614 evening, 1614 to 1628, 14 minutes is very critical for India. India shouldn't lose any wickets. That is a very bad period. But from 1628, that is evening 4:28 onwards, till the draw of stumps, till the day is over, the match is completed, till 5 o'clock, India will have a very safe period, because the ascendant goes to Cancer, and it will be transiting at that point of time in Pushya Nakshatra. Pushya Nakshatra is, as I told, ruled by Saturn, who is the Yoga Karaka for India, and he will bestow a lot of fortunes for India. So this is the overall summary that I have given you, what is going to happen. I am not predicting how many wickets will fall, or whether India will win or India will draw or England will win. I am not talking about those points. These are the results. That is, I am talking about only Indian point of view. These are the results that I have come to the conclusion from my analysis. So I have put it forward before you. So thank you very much. Hopefully India wins tomorrow, and I will be very happy as an Indian fan. Thank you.